Hey you guys, so we are finally at the end of the rope. We are on day 7 and it is 12 o'clock literally on the dot. And officially, technically, my Watermelon fast is over. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until I actually get up and the sun is out and it is the next day. So I have literally this bowl of watermelon left and I'm eating it right before bed, because what happens is when I eat it a little too early, by bedtime I'm really hungry, and then I go to bed and I lie in bed like uncomfortable because I'm hungry. So I noticed that this works for me if I like eat a lot of watermelon like right before I go to bed. Then that keeps me satiated. We're not gonna edit that out. Consider that a blooper. But yes, that works to keep me satisfied through the night. And because it's watermelon and it's 90% water, I wake up and literally feel like I don't feel heavy, I don't feel bloated. I feel like I barely eat anything. So I am so proud of myself that I couldn't believe I did this. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, it was hard. Let me rewind. For those who are just seeing this video for the first time and not following my journey, I did a week-long watermelon fast, and today is day 7, my last and final day. And I'm so glad I did this. It was a journey, it was an experience. I am very, again, I'm proud of myself that I completed it. I had moments where I wasn't sure if I could do this. There were some days were easier than others. But here I am, day 7. I'm just so excited to wake up. I already have my day of eating planned out. No, I'm not going to just be like, oh, I did it 7 days. Let me just gouge my face with pizza and cheesesteaks and whatever else. No, I'm still going to go back to like my healthy eating lifestyle. I can't wait to wake up. My mouth's been just watering. I'm looking forward to waking up and having my avocado toast. I can't wait to go to my local Asian market and bless you, baby, bless you. You're welcome. And get my seaweed salad and my tofu. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My mouth has just been really wanting that. Also, my husband and I have date night tomorrow, so that's also exciting. We're going out later in the evening to an Asian festival, so I'm really excited about that. So yeah, when I wake up tomorrow, I guess I should have waited to do this video, because I said I was going to share how many pounds I lost. But I guess I'll have to update you guys and do a little, maybe like a small video, or you know what? Maybe I'll try to use the little bit of editing skills I have and like add it at the end. That's what I'll do. But I guess you can say I'm doing like a little mini mukbang, because yeah, I'm eating watermelon. And what's funny is the fact that today, I don't know if it was psychologically, like because of the fact that today's my last day, so the watermelon tasted good today, but I enjoyed eating it today. I did. Yesterday I enjoyed eating it as well. The last 3 days, because I didn't update you guys the last few days, I thought I would just sum it up into one, because I just didn't want to make this a long, you know what I mean, set of videos. You know, I'm like, I guess I could do one for every day, but I don't know, I felt like it would start to get boring. if I did it per day, so I just decided to wait and then kind of like combine the last 3 days together. So will I do this again? 100%, because I like the way it made me feel. Like today when I worked out, I noticed that working out was easier. You know, I had more energy. And I honestly think it's because of like the waste, that built up waste that's in our body. It weighs us down, right? It makes us feel fatigued or more tired or heavier. And I just noticed that today I worked out with ease, you know, like it's amazing. It really is. So absolutely, I will do this again. Will I do 7 days? Or I should say a week? Maybe. At least I'll know what I'm getting into. At least I'll know how, like, what I'm going to go through from, you know, the experience I've had. So I don't know, but I will definitely guarantee you I will do it again, and maybe commit to like 3 days, or commit to, you know, maybe some days even just to kind of like flush out my system. I will definitely do maybe a watermelon fast once a month, you know, just to kind of clear me out, flush me out, to reboot the body. I definitely will do it once a month. And maybe a 7-day twice a year. I'm not sure, but I will do it again. I do recommend others to do it. I think you will benefit from doing this. You really will. And it's funny, I was telling my husband, it's like, it's just what's meant to be, to do a week, because this is literally all the watermelon I have left. And if I would have done any more than 7 days, like, I would have had to literally go and buy another watermelon. So the 3 giant watermelons that I bought lasted me an entire week. And I tell you, like, yesterday I ate watermelon all day. All day, because you're hungry, you know? But I noticed today I didn't eat that much because I don't know. I did not feel that hungry today. So this is my second time, but I drank a lot of water. A lot of water. Because I wanted that sensation of feeling full all day. So I drank a lot of water. And I've been peeing like a sailor all day. But I'm thinking, what else? Hey babe, you have anything you want to add? Just maybe being on the outside looking in. Well, not outside looking in because you've been here. But being here watching my week journey, like, you can keep it short and sweet. I just was wondering if you had anything to say.
I probably will do 1 day, maybe a month, moving forward.
Hopefully I can hear you.
I would probably do 1 day a month, moving forward.
1 day a month?
Yeah.
Of some form of fasting, not watermelon fasting, but
some form of fasting.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. It was inspirational.
You watched me suffer.
Yes, I did.
I didn't share with you guys. The other day was a really good day because I made my husband and our son dinner, and I made them sushi bowls. And I love a good what are they called? Poke bowl. Love poke bowls. So I made them a poke bowl. And I made it, and I really thought that I was going to suffer making it, wanting it really, really bad. And honestly, I made it, and it was, I don't know, I just didn't feel anything. It was just, I don't know, it was just, I was just so disciplined after like after the first half, going into the second half. I don't know if I was just so disciplined that it didn't bother me anymore. Because in the beginning, when I would like cook them dinner, I wanted to so bad, like while I was cooking, just take a little, but I didn't. But the second half, when I was cooking for them, I didn't feel anything. Served them their dinner, and then I ate my watermelon. So, yeah. But in the beginning of this year, when I went to the doctors, I'm about to be vulnerable here and share, but I was in the 300s in my weight. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. And my doctors were not, like they were concerned about my weight, and they wanted, well, they recommended me go on Ozempic. And I had already had it in my mind that when the year started, 2025, I was going to lose weight. So that was always my intention. And before I had gone to my doctor's appointment where they recommended me take Ozempic, I had already lost 20 pounds. And no, not yet. But my doctor, well, she's not my doctor anymore, let's be clear. She tried to talk me into taking Ozempic. And this was last year. And I was just like, I don't want to take Ozempic. Was that this year or last year?
Last year.
Last year, thank you. This was last year. And I was like, I don't want to take Ozempic, And she just tried, this was the same doctor that tried to talk me into getting the COVID shot. Now, remind you, COVID has died down. And she's like, oh, yeah, you should get the COVID shot. I got it, because you're considered obese and overweight, that could really be deadly for you. And I'm just like, no, I'm not getting the COVID shot. You got it. Good for you. I don't want it. That's just not me. I really don't like medication. I didn't grow up taking medication, and I'm an adult now. I don't want to take it now. So, excuse me. And so she tried to talk me into getting the COVID shot. I told her no. And then, she was telling me, like, I should get on Ozempic. And I'm like, she's telling me the benefits, why it works, how it works. You shoot yourself in the thigh, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I had already heard things about Ozempic. So when she said it, I was just like, yeah, I'm familiar with it. But I told her no. You know what I mean? And she went and got another doctor. And the doctor, which I really appreciated him, he came in and was just like, well, I noticed from the last appointment you were here, you had lost 20 pounds. So I don't think she needs Ozempic. That's what he said to, his fellow peer. I don't think she needs Ozempic. She lost some weight. She shows she's capable of it. So why don't we allow her to do the natural way and see what she can do on her own? And then, if there are some problems, then we can, recommend something else, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. Now, remind you, at this point, I just had a baby not long ago. So, yeah, I had gained some weight on top of what I had already weighed, obviously. And so I had started to lose some of my baby weight, which is where the 20 pounds came, the 20 pound loss came from. So I go to the doctors and I get weighed and I am 312 pounds. Yes, I know. That's a lot. So I'm trying to get back on topic. So I had already had in my mindset, right? 2020 comes around. I have a toddler. My toddler's busy. I want to be able to keep up with my toddler. I am now in my 40s. That played a big part in it too. Me just wanting to go into my 40s, living my best life, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally. And I just want to live a long, healthy life, right? For my kids, for my husband, and for myself. So that was when I kicked it into gear. And as simple as I just ate less and moved more. Really that simple. And just eating healthier as well. And so I just started dropping the pounds, being consistent and being disciplined. And so I went back to the hospital, and now I got a new doctor because I'm like, I don't like you, I don't like her. She's trying to talk me into doing things, and it's just like, why would the first thing a doctor say is, oh, let's put you on medication. And it's just like, really, we should always go the natural route, right? Before we depend on medication. So I knew I didn't like her, and I wanted a new doctor. So I got a new doctor. I really liked her because, she offered me Ozempic, but when I told her no thank you, she said she understood. She was like, oh, I completely understand. I don't blame you. I would rather you not, but I just wanted to still offer that as an option. So I was just like, no. So I hop on a scale, and she told me, wow, she looked at my charts and was like, wow, you lost so and so amount of weight, that's great. That's phenomenal, I'm like, thank you. So, now remind you also, they're trying to put me on blood pressure medicine too, right? So I have, what they consider high blood pressure. Not extremely high, no, but high enough to where they feel like I should be on medication. And I kind of put up a little fight with them constantly because I'm like, I really don't want to be on blood pressure medicine. They would prescribe it, but I'm like, I can't guarantee I'm going to take it, so I'm still losing weight. I go back to the doctors, and I have lost even more weight. And she's just praising me, congratulating me, which, that feels good, right? Being acknowledged for your hard work. So she has another doctor come in, and he's just like, I just looked at your chart, and I just see your weight just since the start of the year, it's just going down. He's like, what are you doing? How are you doing it? It's phenomenal. You're an inspiration. And so I told him, I was like, it really is simple. I'm just eating healthier, eating less, and moving more. Working out, doing cardio, taking long walks, trying to do some muscle training now, or weight training, I should say. And he was just like, that's incredible. He was like, well, keep it up. He's like, and honestly, I would say probably in another 15 pounds, 20 pounds, you won't need to be on blood pressure medicine at all. So I'm like, great, because I don't want to be on it. And so, he was just talking about how I'm so glad you didn't choose Ozempic. You didn't need it. You're doing fine on your own. Keep it up, and just keep knocking out the park. And that was my last visit, which was, about a month ago? I think, almost a month ago. And so, they set a weight loss goal for me, which I don't need them to because I set my own weight loss goals, but that's fine. But they were like, lose about another 10 to 15 pounds, and you honestly should not have to be on blood pressure medicine at all, which is great because I don't want to take it, and I haven't been. But I just want you guys to know, you do not have to take Ozempic, There's a $2 million lawsuit going around right now for all the people who are taking Ozempic and it has caused some type of a medical issue. It's not worth it, mainly when you could do it yourself, Just put in the work, and it's way more gratifying when you do it yourself, when you put in the work. It's way more gratifying than taking a medication. And I'm not judging those who take the medication, but just know that there could be consequences to taking the medication. There could be side effects, and those side effects could be something that will stick with you the rest of your life, you know? But I just want to be that example that, you know, these doctors will be so quick to offer you medication, and it's okay to say no. You don't have to accept the medication that they try to give you. You know, you can change things on your own. The holistic route. The holistic route is always the best way to go. But anyway, I was 312 pounds at the beginning of this year, and I did not weigh myself this week during my fast. So I don't know how much I weigh, but I'll tell you what I weighed a week ago, because I weigh myself once a week. I weigh myself every Saturday. It used to be every Sunday, but I don't know how that happened. So now I weigh myself every Saturday, right? So the last Saturday I weighed myself, I was, holy crap, 242? Yes, 242.6. 242.6 pounds last Saturday. And in the beginning of this year, I was 312. And that weight loss is not because of Ozempic. That is 70 pounds. And I earned every 70 pound loss. I put in the work, and it was all me. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm not judging those that are on Ozempic. I understand it is very difficult to lose weight, and it's more difficult to keep it off. And that's a whole nother obstacle that I have to deal with when I get to my goal weight. But until then, you know, I'm just doing the best I can, and just trying to stay committed and disciplined and dedicated, and just putting in the work to lose the rest of these pounds so I can get to my goal weight. And I hope that, you know, I can be an inspiration to you, to want to better your life and walk down a healthier path. And if I could help anyone, that even just one person, that's amazing. So I know that was a whole whatever, but I don't know. I just wanted to share it. I don't know. I didn't personally want to share it, or I wasn't sure, right? It was difficult, like, sharing that, because I battle with sharing it. I'll say that. I battle with sharing it because I was embarrassed, right? I was ashamed that I had gained so much weight. Yeah, I got pregnant. Yeah, a lot of that was weight that I put on while pregnant, but, you know, they put a lot of pressure on women and their size and their, you know, their weight. It's a lot of pressure on women. And so I was really embarrassed and ashamed of it, and that's why I really wasn't going to share it, because of, like, you know, all that entailed and what came with it, like them wanting me to be on blood pressure and this and that, and there's just a lot of stigma around women who are overweight, and mainly black women. It's just the truth. But yeah, I don't know, I just felt brave enough, and my husband being supportive and saying, you know, you should share your story, you should share your weight loss, it can help someone, it can motivate someone. So I just got up the courage and said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. But just be careful with these weight loss medications. Be careful. They don't care what it does to you. Isn't that they're called pharmaceuticals?
Yes, yeah, I guess.
They're the ones that collect the coin. They don't care about you and I. That's why they were so quick to offer me this and offer me that. Oh, take this medication. Oh, well, we want to up it, increase it. Take this, take that. And I did try blood pressure medication one time, right? Because they made it seem like it was life-threatening if I didn't take it. Okay, fine, right? I want to be here long. I want to live a long life. So I tried taking the blood pressure medication, right? And the first day I tried it, it made me extremely like dizzy and nauseous, and it made me feel down and depressed. Like, and normally I'm a really uppity, bubbly, happy person, right? I'm always laughing, playing, being silly, and I'm energized all the time. Like, that's who I am. But I noticed that I wasn't myself, and I didn't put two and two together. So I took the medication the next day, and I felt the same way. And I'm like, something's not right, because I'm like, 2 days ago I was fine, and all of a sudden I'm not feeling myself. And I'm like, well, what's the common denominator here? And I'm like, it's that I didn't start feeling like this till I took the medication. And I have a toddler, that I'm home with during the day, and I'm like, I can't be feeling like this, I gotta be up and playing with my toddler, enjoying him, and instead I'm sitting on the couch and barely move. So I told my husband, he's like, stop taking. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, this is why I don't like medication. I don't like the way it completely changes you. I don't like that. And I stand by that, and it won't happen again. So it lasted 2 days, and I just stopped taking it. So then my doctor, well, not my doctor, but another doctor called and was just like wanting updates on how the medication was treating me and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I stopped taking it. She's like, you did? How long did you take? And I said, 2 days. And she's like, well, why did you stop? I said, because I didn't like the way it was making me feel. I said it was making me feel nauseous and dizzy, and just, it was like a downer, And she told me, well, I'm glad you stopped taking it. And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, what we'll do is we're going to prescribe you something else. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. I gave it a try, and y'all proved to me why I don't want to be on medication. So I'm going to bust my butt and keep working hard, losing the rest of this weight, get my blood pressure down naturally, which I notice every time as I'm losing weight, my blood pressure is coming down. So I'm in the safe zone. But you can do it, you guys. You can do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Put the work in, and you will see results. But I know I said I wasn't going to make this a weight loss channel or focus on my weight. I'm not going to do that. I don't plan on doing it. But I just wanted to share my story. So, yeah, that's that. But it's a juicy watermelon. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this watermelon. But after this, I don't want to see no more watermelon for the rest of the year. I really don't. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't want to see any watermelon for a while. Nope, I don't want to see no watermelon juice. I don't want to see no diced watermelons, no sliced watermelons, no watermelon wedges, no watermelon fruit salad, no watermelon fragrance, no. I don't want to see a watermelon picture. I don't want to see a watermelon ad. I don't want to see nothing. I need enough watermelon to last me a lifetime. Sometimes I eat the seeds, and sometimes I don't. I don't know, I guess it's based off my mood. But did I leave anything out? I get to rambling, I just start talking, I'm sorry. But I think that's it. I'm going to end the video here. And I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to finish my watermelon. And I'm going to get some beauty sleep because your girl needs sleep. It is it's 12:30 on the dot. So I'm super excited for my date with my husband. Maybe we'll do a couples video tomorrow. Yeah, we are. Yeah, because where I'm going, I want to film some content. So you will get a couples video tomorrow. Or I should say later today because it is the next day. But, excuse me. I'm going to end the video here. Do y'all see how much energy I have? 12:30 at night? It's because of this. I'm telling you. But I'm going to end it here. I love you guys. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you if you did consistently watch all of my videos about the watermelon fast. Thank you if you follow me along on this journey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you rooting for me. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will post how much I lost this week at the end of this video. Hopefully I know how to do that. Actually, you know what? I know how to do it. I'm not the best at editing, and I just also like the natural flow of these videos instead of like editing this and editing that out. It's like you see what you see, you get what you get, right? I kind of like that better. But, okay, I'm starting to ramble again. I love you guys. Bye.